Hey there, Altenew friends, it's Jaycee for another perfect pairing. I'm excited because I've decided to include a pairing within a pairing and create my card projects with parents in mind. The Celebrating Parents card drive is hosted by the generous team at Altenew, and if you'd like to participate, feel free to head to the description box for more information on how to submit your handcrafted projects. While you're down there, make sure you subscribe, like this video, and share it with your Altenew friends who you think would love to participate in the card drive. Oh, and if you do submit cards to the team at Altenew, your generosity could be awarded with a gift certificate. Information on that is in the description box link. So, with the intent of creating cards for parents, I decided to base my pairings on feminine and masculine themes using the March 2020 Stamp Die Stencil Paper Pack and Mini Cube release. The two Altenew products I'll be focusing on from this release are Wildflower Doodles and Spheres and Spirals. So up first is Wildflower Doodles, and I paired this hand-illustrated foliage layering stamp with Fabulous Floral stamp and die set. This is a 6x8 stamp set from 2018 with 4 complete layered images and 3 sentiment stamps. What is unique about the stamp set is there are 5 layering stamps to each flower without the centers. So I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to showcase the 6 mini cube sets which coordinate and layer beautifully for a dimensional flower. I have the Sugar Candies 6 mini cube set, so let's use this to make a flower for this card. I've already arranged my inks along the top of my Altenew cutting mat to keep myself organized, and I have the layering guide for reference next to my mini Misty. I'm using the stamp positioning tool to align and stamp the layering images starting from the solid base layer. So I'll layer and stamp both flowers at the same time using the Sugar Candy set from lightest to darkest. That's Rose Quartz, Pink Diamond, Puffy Heart, Rubelite, and Magenta. I took the Soft Succulents 6 mini cube set and used gray denim and pure graphite to finish off the centers of these flowers. I'll stamp these flowers again, but this time I'll shift the colors up one layer. So what I mean is I'll start with Pink Diamond and move down the order you see on the top of your screen to Razzleberry, and the result is a slightly darker flower. I'll take the other half of Soft Succulents 6 mini cube set and stamp the leaf stamps, again following the layering guide. So that's Firefly, Forest Glades, and finally Moss. On to the Wildflower Doodle stamp set, I'm simply going to gold heat emboss whatever I can fit on an entire 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 panel. So I'll roughly do half and half of the outline stamps and filler stamps, and here are my 2 panels together. I'm really excited to make a full bouquet, and I can't do it without my well-loved mini blossom die cutting machine. It never leaves my crafting desk. So after using the coordinating dies for both Wildflower Doodles and Fabulous Florals, I'll start planning the arrangement on wood grain white cardstock from Altenew. I wasn't planning on squeezing all of these elements onto one card, but at the same time I wanted an overflowing bouquet. Fortunately, if I make too many elements, I just pack them in the stamp packaging. So I have many of these spare blue flowers from a card I made more than a year ago, and I'll throw that into this floral mix. Before I glue down all the flowers with liquid glue, I'll stamp the sentiment stamps from Fabulous Floral in pure graphite and create sentiment strips. I fussy cut the Fabulous hand-lettered image using a craft knife. Then after that, I glued down all the flowers and leaves, followed by the sentiment. I make some small tweaks to the arrangement here and there, and finally added some coordinating gold sequins that match the gold embossing. And here's the result of all the stamping and die cutting: 2 beautiful shiny bouquets using Altenew Wildflower Doodles and Fabulous Florals, perfect for mom. For the dads, let's keep it simple. I have the newer Spheres and Spirals stamp and die set, and I paired this stamp set with Sketchy Cities America 2 featuring the Seattle skyline. Sketchy Cities America 2 is one of my personal favorites, and it's one of the first Altenew products I ever bought. Thanks to all of you in the comments who feel the same way and suggested I pair this stamp set with a newer product. Okay, so like I said, let's keep this one simple. I'm planning on a 1-layer card featuring this pairing, so the first thing I'll do is stamp the large skyline stamp on my 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 white panel. Fortunately, I've kept this mask that I made from typing paper in the stamp packaging. I'll lay my mask over my stamped image and use the magnet to temporarily hold it down. With the Spheres and Spirals stamp set, I'll encompass the Seattle Great Wheel with one of the spirograph type images. I'll stamp it in Limestone Crisp Dye ink from the Soft Succulents 6 mini cube set. I'll add one more burst of limestone to the panel, still with the mask in place. Before removing the mask, I'll add a color spotlight using Orange Cream Crisp Dye ink and this slatted circle stamp. Then I'll simply stamp the sentiment within the colored circle and call this card good. I'll make a second version of this card starting off at the point where I've masked the city skyline. I'll use this hexagonal image this time from the Spheres and Spirals stamp set and variegate the stamp with the layering greens from Soft Succulents 6 mini cube set until I frame the skyline on my card front. Before removing the mask, I'll use the slatted circle stamp and a black ink to frame the Seattle Great Wheel in a black circle. Then lastly, I'll remove the mask and stamp my sentiment below the Ferris wheel. And here are the two color variations with the Spheres and Spirals and Sketchy Cities America 2 stamp sets, just the right amount of color for Dad. So those are my 4 card projects that coordinate with the Celebrating Parents card drive from Altenew. Just to recap, that's Wildflower Doodles with fabulous florals, and then Spheres and Spirals with Sketchy Cities America 2, perfect for your family. Hey, thank you so much for watching this extra special perfect pairing. I keep track of all the ideas you give me for this series, so I thank you all for challenging my creativity and keeping this series exciting for me. If you want to see more ideas and techniques on pairing your Altenew products, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share it with an Altenew fan. Thank you all so much for tuning into this perfect pairing, and I'll see you all in the next one.